Everyone needs a hobby to keep themselves busy and out of trouble. With so many different pastimes to choose from, some folks can easily say that nothing has proven to be as captivating as building custom cars and trucks. Customizing is so satisfying on so many levels, especially that first dopamine hit that comes with the finding and scoring of the next classic vehicle. Further satisfaction comes with the completion of every step, big and small, along the way. Having an ongoing vehicular project in the garage is like having a puzzle that constantly needs attention. It's there and available every hour of the day to work on, and offers a heightened, enjoyable experience when friends and family members can jump in on the action. But unlike that 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, a finished vehicle project offers the unique experience of physically driving it immediately after it's done. George Vinge of Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, can vouch for the sentiments above. The sole reason he purchased this 1959 Chevy Apache pickup was to preserve a piece of automotive history while having a good excuse to indulge in spending time with his favorite people in the garage. While George would agree that the easiest part of the restoration process was striking the deal to purchase the truck from its previous owner, he found that the challenges he faced and overcame along the way were by far the most rewarding. Even though George experienced so many unknowns and variables during the rebuild process of his Apache, there was one thing he knew for certain. His main mission was to maintain the truck's authentically weathered exterior. That meant there would be zero body or paintwork to roll out, and minimal modern aftermarket accessories to bolt on. With far less to worry about regarding the Apache's outward appearance, George still had his hands full with the customization of its chassis system. After devising a game plan to alter his truck's stance, George got to work boxing the Chevy's original frame for extra strength and rigidity. He also C-notched the rear section and raised the bed floor to create proper clearance. George then installed Slam Specialties airbags at each corner and wired up an airlift air management system to allow for ease of control of the Apache's on-the-fly ride height. 20-inch Detroit speed wheels, Michelin Pilot Sport tires, and upgraded front and rear disc brake setups update George's pickup just right without overstepping the original aesthetic he was looking to maintain. Although it would have been easy to drop in any type of GM crate engine, George thought outside of the box and figured it would be cool to add a dose of diesel to the Apache's repertoire. Taking residence underneath the hood is a 1995.9-liter Cummins engine that was fine-tuned by Hot Rod Diesel in Woodville, Ontario. Backing it up is a Nissan NV 400 5-speed transmission of the same vintage. While the inclusion of a diesel mill was a bit of a curveball for this type of truck, it most definitely boosted its character and set it apart from the crowd. George felt compelled to upgrade some things inside of the cab as well, but just enough to keep it looking as original as possible. The factory bench seat was treated to fresh foam and reupholstered by a friend named Tim, who also refreshed the door pads, sun visors, and roof panel. While George does plan to upgrade the suspension system with ride height sensors in the future, a trusty old level on the dash guides him while airing up the Apache for cruises around town. After investing 18 months and a modest $50,000 into the build process, George now has his ideal slice of patina-clad automotive sweetness. The Apache has been to numerous local Canadian shows and stateside events, including C10 Nationals in Nashville, Tennessee, and Turkey Run Daytona in Florida. While there were plenty of other ways he could have spent his valuable time and money, there was nothing else George would have wanted to do other than embracing his custom truck journey.